Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Devin and I are potentially finishing.
We're gonna finish
Cycle 2. Well, I've finished. Like it's just seeping through my drawers.
My pants.
Yeah. So we are at Cycle 2, and the last episode we had just dealt the final blow, presumably to the Nietzschean, and we are reading the 224 or 0224 section for his 12th wound. So, Devin, are you ready?
Let's go. Rock and roll. Round 2.
He gets up. Fools! You think this was my final form?
Slows to a standstill. You will vividly remember the dark clouds above, the few rays of sunlight piercing them like runaway spirits from Elysium, the cry frozen on the other Titans' faces, and the deeper echoing bellow of all those you stood up for. Your weapons connect. One is parried, the other goes through. The Nietzschean monstrosity throws its head back with a startled, pained roar. A terrible shriek tears loose from its throat, like 1,000 fingernails dragging on glass. Even the mighty Titans clutch at their skulls in pain. In the darkened throne room, the mortal Nietzschean stumbles. He coughs, a few crimson droplets falling from his lips to spatter on his previously pure white robes. Here, too, your weapons have connected. As he looks at you, the terrible truth dawns on him. No man alone, no matter how powerful, can stand against the many united. With a gasp of agony, he sags to his knees before you. Back on the battlefield, the skull-faced Nietzschean's body sloughs off in large, undulating chunks, while the flames that engulf it blaze with a white-hot intensity that causes even the marble underfoot to crackle and hiss. With a deafeningly loud boom, the monster erupts. A pillar of fire reaching up into the heavens like a volcano. Bones shattering, ambrosia combusting and evaporating instantaneously. All of your Titans are cast from their feet as the shockwave of the blast threatens to consume them. Then, silence. Eerie in comparison to the cacophony of war that had hung over the temple mere seconds before. Bewildered Spartans look around, shell-shocked, trying to wrap their minds around the impossible. Their leader has fallen. The monster is no more. The battle and the war are lost. Slowly, inevitably, elation rises among your allies. The Helots are first to break the silence, with frantic victory cries rolling from one side of the stronghold to the other as an undefeated tide. Among it, the lone towering islands of the Cyclopes, their hands held high and a mournful bellow on their lips. Even the Simoki troops break rank and join the chorus of celebration.
Execute them!
You feel yourself screaming too. You did it. You really did it. You won. Sometime later.
I just imagine, friends! The cruelty of the Nietzschean is over. Woo! Let a whole new wave of cruelty be washed over the land. Alright. If E5... Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so if E5 or P1 is marked, nope. So none of those. Then check these in descending order, line by line. If you meet the conditions of a line, see that passage and don't check the rest. The exception is the I-12 result, which is I-12 marked. Nope. So that's not an option. Okay, if humanity is -3 or better, it's not. If humanity is -4 to 14, it's not.
Oh no.
If humanity is -5 to -29, we go to 2 to 8.
That's us.
That is us. So,
Yep. Whole new wave of cruelty.
There we go.
A strange peace has fallen over the throne room of the Temple of Man. You look at each other and your warriors, wounded and pale. Everyone pushed beyond the point of exhaustion. It took your all, but you did it. As if to mock your sense of victory, the Nietzschean slowly rises from the ground. One arm practically gone, he bleeds from 1,000 wounds, but none seems fatal. His eyes focus on you. A calm, calculated smirk returns to his face.
So you gave it your all your little hearts could muster.
He muses, pain still echoing in his voice.
And it still wasn't enough.
He picks up a Xephos from the ground and slowly raises the blade toward you.
Pick up your arms and let's finish this. Or I can just slaughter you like sheep. It makes no difference to me.
You huddle closer together and look around the throne room. The Nietzscheans elite tracking your every move. Aggression and lust paint their faces red. They look so eager now, restless, ready to have their piece of the action. But it is all finished now. Or is it? A smile creeps onto your face. You brought the rule of absolute strength to Sparta, yet you are so weak you can barely stand.
Still, I have enough strength to finish you off.
But you look around the dour faces of the Spartans. Do you have enough to finish them all? The Nietzschean stops mid-step, and you continue. Words now spilling out like the dawn's crimson light. A crippled wolf cannot lead the pack, for the weak cannot lead the strong. Whoever has the strength to succeed them are compelled to, lest they be deemed weaker still. Isn't that what you taught them? Whoever bests the Nietzschean rules Sparta?
No one would dare.
The Nietzschean growls. Most wouldn't, but you only need one. A warrior lunges forward, his knife digging deep into the Nietzschean's back. The Spartan leader grabs the traitor by the neck and snaps it with an audible crack, then stumbles a few steps. A show of weakness that emboldens another, and another. And so it goes, the vicious cycle of hollow strength. You order a slow retreat toward the entrance.
Get out of here.
The Nietzschean fights like a lion, but even a lion will fall to a pack of hyenas. As you order the doors barred behind you, you hear the agonizing death rattle of the once proud tyrant.
Like the fires.
Mark Q4. So we'll see what that does in the future. Oh, that's 04. I mean, if we didn't kill him, like, so, and then C231.
The fate of the Nietzschean sealed. The attention of you and your allies must now turn to the future. An arduous task of nation building awaits you. Laconia lies in ruins, and it will take much in the way of time, effort, and resources to undo the damage wrought by the Empire. Yet you have experience, having sailed here from the mazed Crete. You feel that same energy take you, that feeling of a giant burden suddenly lifted from your shoulders. It's elating. You could almost soar into the skies.
Choose the first of these that applies. If all your diplomacy scores which... Okay. If all your diplomacy scores are no further than 2 spaces apart from each other, we see 235. I believe that's the case. No further than 2 spaces apart.
It's a weird way to put it.
I
But they're
think
all
it's-
within
well-
2 digits. Or 2.
Well, it's because on the Argo sheet, it's not here? Oh. Where is it? We'd be keeping track of it
oh,
with
okay.
markers. I can't really show you, but like down here.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they mean by spaces. So, because it's kind of confusing, I guess the first of these that applies, which is going to be the case because we have a 7, 8, and a 7.
Yeah, they're all...
Because then the other ones are depending on which side was highest, which would have been, funny enough, the Cyclopes would have been the highest. But I think we do.
Okay, so that way they all have equal power.
I think that's what.
Okay,
I'm hoping that's the case.
So if like we had favored one, they probably would have picked someone to kind of take power more or less. Okay, cool. This will be interesting.
235.
You did not choose favorites, opting to support a balance of shared power. Under your guidance, your allies have created a unified front and forged bonds of fellowship that are nigh impossible to break. With that, you have started something new within Laconia. In the years that follow the war, the disparate factions of the resistance work together, each bringing their own unique wisdom to the table. The Simici, experts in nation building and law, help establish a fair and democratic government and administration, while the Cyclopes serve as teachers and architects. Their lost knowledge of metalcraft and architecture and their sheer strength vital in rebuilding the devastated infrastructure. The Helots, meanwhile, use their expertise, iron will and hard work, and their numbers to revitalize agriculture, laying the groundwork for an egalitarian, truly multicultural society, and beginning the long process of undoing the damage done to the land itself. In time, Laconia rises as a powerful, united nation, a legacy left behind by the Argo and its crew.
Indivisible. Justice for all. All right. I think that's the better ending.
Yeah.
Mark Q9. Yeah, Q. Nope. Q9. Boop. And then we see 239.
For the first time since you arrived in Laconia, what seems like an eon ago, the skies above are utterly clear, a deep azure blue as a few errant gulls flutter by overhead, their cries echoing on the wind. The crew are hastily loading up supplies, while the Titans are enjoying a little freedom from their pens. A small complement of crew taking them to roam the country before the city ship departs.
Okay. So we check all that apply. If I-12 is marked, which it's not. If L-10 is marked, which it is, that's the one we had for all the people. So L10 is marked, so that's 240.
As final preparations are being made, you are called to the Balaneon, where a grim-faced Alcibiades and the old priest await you. Some of the volunteers who aided you by junctioning with the Titans during the last battle, brave souls who joined the Aegis team, failed to awaken from their journey into the Emerald Waters. While their bodies yet live, their minds are gone, lost to the ether. You were warned the strain of the Triskelion may be too much for them, and they knew the risks.
Can we put like
Yet
all of them
this
in
does
there?
not console you. They have been taken into the mausoleum and laid to rest there, an honor reserved for the Argonauts.
Aw, that makes me sad. So if the scarred veteran was a part of the Aegis team, which he was, cross off P4 and mark N10. Oops. So P4 is gone. We mark off. Fuck off. Okay, well, just, I guess, fuck me. How do you even... Oh, it's that button. And mark N10. If the secret captive was a part of the Aegis team...
Nope.
No idea who that was. If the fourth was part of the Aegis team... Nope. Oh, we actually only had...
It was just him?
Yeah, because I thought the Helot Volunteers were part, but they were not. They were in the Xiphos team.
That's right.
And if any Argonauts were forcefully awakened, which they weren't, so Ajax did die. He did seize up in the
Oh my god, yeah.
in the Belanion. That's what it's called. Who was the fourth? Is that Diomedes? I guess F4. There is F4, so I guess F4 was the fourth.
Okay.
So, because I have an F4 to mark off. So, and mark L9. Okay, return to 239. So, if you have 4 or more vow marks, which we don't, and if you have 4 or more transition marks, which we don't. We have 2 transition marks. So, so yeah, so we'll just continue. 239. There we go.
As you ascend to the Acropolis deck, you hear the rising clamor of a vessel ready to depart. You all know where you must go next. Up north, in Delphi, the eschaton has seemingly never ended. The Nietzschean went there, and whatever he faced bested him. Murmurs among the people of Sparta are troubling, some saying that the cause of the cataclysm can be found there, while others say the distant island hides a weapon the Nietzschean sought. Either way, that is where your questions pull you, and that is where you will find answers. As dusk slowly gives way to night, the vast city ship casts off, making its way for the open seas once again. Iago's prow turns to the north, and the gargantuan engines chum the waters as it begins the next leg of its voyage. And there, far ahead, the northern horizon glows, a myriad different colors dancing among the stars, while a brilliant light, like the sun itself, blazes just beyond.
Congratulations! You've won! This concludes Cycle 2 of Aeon Trespass Odyssey, the Abysswatchers. See 241 for the credits, which he reads out all the credits.
Yep.
That would crack me up.
Yeah, that scrolls.
I think that is what this is.
Yeah, well, cool.
There is a little bit more. But yeah, I think this is supposed to be credits music. So C242.
Winds whip at the cliffside as light fades from the sky, bringing with it an icy chill, and waves crash against it far below. A single figure stands on top. Robes obscure their shape, a deep hood hiding facial features from the view of any onlookers who might wish to pry. A dark, heavy pall hangs around them, as if the air itself is moving in strange, unnatural currents. They turn to look at the retreating shape of the Argo, just as the city ship fades into the distance. A deep, low sigh escapes from that dark hood, followed by a few muttered words. And so, after so many iterations, the coin finally lands on its edge. I wonder, will this time be enough? Or shall it fail like all the others? A moment passes, and the figure is gone without a trace, almost as if they were never there. The first snowflakes fall.
Delphi, it's time. And that was Cycle 2 for Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Whew! Alrighty. Well, so definitely go and click the eye to go to the discussion for Cycle 2. But probably mention it in the review as well, but I'm also going to mention it here. At this point in time, their next game, Into the Unknown, Kingdoms Forlorn, is getting ready to ship. So, because it's going to take us fucking forever to finish ATO, we're going to pause this series to do at least one series of Kingdoms Forlorn, and then jump back to ATO, I think is what we decided on. That's what I decided on. But... So yeah, so we're not done. Like, we're not done playing ATO. But it's fucking over. I'm actually throwing all of it away. I'm not even gonna sell it. I'm just gonna toss it.
Toss it in the tray.
But yeah, definitely want to jump into their next game because I've played a little bit of Kingdoms Forlorn and it looks just as amazing. But yeah, so definitely keep an eye out for that. That'll be the next series that Devin and I do, and then I mean, we just got so much shit to play.
Yeah, you.
But that was it, everyone. That was Cycle 2 for ATO. Like I said, click the eye to go to the discussion. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.